Guys, today I will explain what the difference is between a European cone and an American cone. That's traffic cone. Jam had a traffic cone from Poland, and we was wondering why we have these circles around the bases. I have one from PVC too, and I told him they are pretty rare in the Netherlands, mostly Europe too, but mostly the Netherlands they are really common, and why they have the circles around the bases. So why they are common? Because companies like the new cones better, and has to do with the rules. The government has a special safety thingy called CROW, and that's just kind of test which cones are the best and which type are the best. So these are CROW approved cones in the Netherlands here. That's why they are so common, and yeah, there are so much of them. I find them everywhere. It's not fun to even ask if I can have one. The difference between an American cone and usually the cones with the circle around the base. Usually American cones have these standoffs at the bottom. The difference between these cones are these cones. I not do that on the dirt. Let's see. Let's place this one and this one. You see the difference between that cone. This one is completely on the ground. No air can get under it. Meanwhile, this cone is a bit elevated. This is on the ground, so no air can get under it. This cone is elevated, making it with high winds, knocking it over easily, and this cone, because it's touching the ground without standoffs, they are resistant to wind. And the circles are for stability, which you guessed correctly. These make sure, like when you have cones, they bend easily, like that. And you'll get circle-based cones. They don't do that very easily. So that's also an explanation. And this also goes for the giant cones. These are quite heavy. Now, well, the PVC isn't, but this one weighs almost 2 kilos. And this sucker over here weighs 5 kilos. That's around 10 pounds for Americans. That's around 10 pounds. They are 75 centimeters tall. That's around, I don't know, 30 inches. Yeah, 30 inches. I hope I guessed it right. And yeah, these are American manufactured. They are imported usually, or a US machine is in Europe somewhere producing these cones. So they're European, American European, because the machines are in Europe, but they produce American cones. These also goes for the same. They have standoffs. Sometimes they take off the drippy point edgy thing or so, and that makes them more touchable to wind. These ones have still the drippy point thing. This one too, and makes them less vulnerable to wind. But the newer cones, the drippy points are removed. And I looked up on Google what one of these CROW approved cones cost. Well, hold your breath. These suckers cost around 60 euros a cone. Well, they cost around, when you buy them new, these cones cost 60 euros. And that's a lot. Like the small cones you can get for 15 euros. That's and also these cones you can find everywhere. You can depends on which place you live. You can just go to the nearest hardware store and buy a cone. My brother came to interrupt me. This also applies for the small cones you see here. They also have almost all of them have the circle around the base. That's for stability. And when you got like these cones have the standoffs, you place them on top of each other, and the standoffs will do that. These don't have the standoff, so these the circle also make sure they don't get stuck together, and when they do get stuck together, which are tested, they get the standoffs. And what also is a difference when get imported cones from America, a height difference. You can see this one is a bit smaller than the European standard cone. And yeah, that's also why they have the circles. Also, traffic cone jams that they were used a lot in Poland for road stopping. I've never been to Poland, but at least in the Netherlands, Belgium, Germany also, these cones are used a lot. They're really common and just not worth asking every time I see one if I can have one. And yeah, so that was it. You should like and subscribe. You should also I just found a seat that's hatching. You should like and subscribe. You should also go to Traffic Cone Jam, Barricade Paradise. If you're more of the a red floor sign guy, if you're more like red floors, you should go to Buses and More, and also take a visit to the red floor sign enthusiast. Also a really good channel. And that was it. Oh wait. I found this traffic sign. It's 50 years old, not 15. This is 50 years old. Found at scrapyard. And that's a real piece of history right here. So that's what I'm gonna keep. Or at least I will, every time I see stop sign, I will just try to buy it. But this one is a bit special because it's almost 50 years old. So like, subscribe, take a visit to the channels I said, and that was the difference between European and American cones.